Guillermo and Ron Perlman. I've seen the Hellboy movies, and I'm a very big fan. I love them. And my question is, Guillermo, you mentioned about how there's two men controlling the different hemispheres of the brain. So my question is, what would happen if there was only one man to control? Because would he, like, you know, have his brains turn to mush? Would he blow up?
That is actually answered in the film. And I think that we wanted to show what happens when it's a single pilot and what happens to that pilot. So we have two of the characters drove a Jaeger solo when the partner died. Normally, when the kaiju gets the cockpit, he gets both pilots. So if a kaiju leaves one pilot alive and that pilot is able to drive the Jaeger to safety, it's a big ordeal, and we show it. So you will see it.
Excellent. If you lose the left brain, the robot just starts doing pottery. What is your name and question, sir?
I'm Vance, and I just want to say, Guillermo and Ron, it's really great to finally meet you guys. And Ron, I was really rooting for you to get the role of Bjorn in The Hobbit. My question is just for Guillermo. From Hellboy 2 and Pan's Labyrinth, you've seen how much you like costumes and physical effects, and seen a movie that looks so heavy in CGI. I was just wondering what some of the challenges you encountered were.
Well, what I try is to not represent CG, even on movies that have it, like Hellboy 2. Pan's Labyrinth has plenty of CG, but we don't treat it, we actually treat it as we would treat any other element in the film. If you saw even in this footage, I tried to dirty the camera. I tried to have it be hit with oil and water and shake, and in some instances we add scratches to the lens of the camera. The camera is unable to clear the whole height of the Jaeger or the whole height of the kaiju. We are trying to see the kaiju, but it's so big that you don't see it. I try to root them in a place, an atmosphere that has elements like rain, snow, mud, so that the creatures become real. And the other thing you do is you approach it from the purity of animation. You approach it like Harryhausen would approach stop motion. You don't approach it, one of the things we were very clear about is no fucking motion capture. No, we didn't want to do it. It was all keyframed, and it was because I don't want the robots moving just like human beings. I needed the robots to really move with a sense of a shock absorber, a joint, a gear moving. So it's using that, and for the monsters, it's the same. When we have every talk we have with the animators is if the monster is just doing this, I go, what is the monster doing? Why is he not attacking the robot? Why is he posing for a pose? You know, like we say, you know, it's like in martial arts movies where all the guys are moving around. 18 guys and one guy kicks their ass because 17 are doing this. So it's a kind of a fuck that shit situation. And then the monster needs to have personality. So we are trying to make a monster intelligent and evil, another brutish, another one. You know, you talk to the animators like you would talk to animators doing stop motion or 2D. You treat the resources with respect. You don't take CG as a thing that will save work. You take it as a thing that will necessitate 10 times more work to come alive. And you demand it of the people doing it, and you demand it of yourself. Now, that said, we did a shitload of physical stuff in the movie. Like when we build the streets, and we rig the streets with hydraulic systems, so when a monster is walking, the pavement isn't rigged to bounce, and blocks of pavement bounce, and cars bounce, and buildings bounce. That are, you may think, oh, that's CG. It wasn't. We're shaking the entire set. So, you know, there's a lot of physical components. All right,
any sea monsters that are like common, like Leviathan or something?
Monsters, sea monsters, you got it, man. Check. 3. How about that? We have flying monsters, we have sea monsters, you come, and there's monsters that are gonna be, we have monsters of the wazoo. Mexican word, wazoo.
It almost looked like there was a second part to your question. Was there a second part?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you'll have like any common monsters, like one from a legend, like...
No.
Yes.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Just wrong.
Just wrong. We don't. Every character we created was created specifically for the movie. What we did do, both with the monsters and the robots, and you may get a kick out of this, is we designed them from the inside out. So like as a kid I used to draw the anatomy of the kaiju and the monsters and go all the way out, and the joints and gears and levers of the robot all the way out. So we designed them like that, to feel like physical entities that have real bones, weight, muscles. And we're trying stuff in the animation of the monsters that I haven't seen in any other monster movie before. So, you know, we have a great company doing it, ILM, and the animators are truly passionate about this, because they are having a great time. I mean, they come to work wanting to do monsters with us. And that's a lot of fun, my friend.
All right, thank you so much, fans. All right, so Pacific Rim opens slightly less than a year from today, July 13, 2013.